Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Mil-Spec with Combat Art Training, and today I'm with Trae of Aries Training Facility. Trae, if you don't mind, would you just talk about the facility you have and then also your training company?
Sure. We are a large range in Leesburg, Florida. We have regular shooting, pocket berms, long range shooting. We have skeet shooting. We do pretty much anything for training. We have different instructors come in. We have a whole training facility area just for instructors to train. We cater to any kind of shooting, anywhere from the .22 pistol up to the .50 caliber rifle. So if you're anything you're interested in, we can help you out.
Cool. So I came out here about a month ago. I was training with Don Edwards, and then got here a little bit early. I got to talk to Trae kind of when he was just getting in and opening the place up, and just looking at the facility, there's a lot of stuff that you can do here. I'm gonna roll in some footage showing off the different ranges. Trae, what made you want to start this facility?
Well, originally I got out of the military and I wanted to start instructing, so I got my certifications. Obviously I had military certifications too, and I went to my local gun range and got insurance, got NRA certification, everything I needed. So they told me to bring that stuff over and provide it for them, so I did, and they told me they weren't interested in having more instructors, that they only had their own guy. So I said, well, that's pretty messed up. I'm not even in the same city as you guys. I'd be bringing you business. So I came out to a piece of property and I started teaching people out here, and it evolved from there into more like a shooting range. And then when I wanted to go to the next level, I went ahead and got with the county, and we got county approval, and now obviously we're building buildings and pocket berms, and we're all county approved, and everything's legitimate.
And they got a lot of stuff you can do here, like specifically right now, this is the pocket berm, and they got these tires stacked up, filled with sand.
Yep.
And you see, you just put in another one like this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm on my third one. They're very time consuming because we hand pack all the sand in there to ensure there's not going to be any problems. So it is very time consuming.
But this is an area where they can actually do some moving and shooting.
Yeah, they can do moving shooting or be isolated by themselves to go down range and change out targets or whatever they need to do. It's kind of like your own little shooting lane by yourself. Now, when the main range goes cold, obviously I put this area cold because we don't want to be around range and here shooting. But during the hot range, you can stop shooting, clear your gun, go down, change out targets, etc., etc.
Oh, sorry, I just waited a sec for the shooting to slow down. But
shooting.
Yeah, one of the things I really liked was when I was talking to Trae, it sounded a lot like you echo a lot of the same things that I always say, as far as when I really can't stand going to most public ranges. Yep. As far as like overbearing RSOs, not being able to draw from your holster, not having nowhere where you can do movement. Here, so like we said, we got the pocket range, the pocket berm, excuse me, and then how far can we shoot distance here?
We have an 850-yard range, and we hope to increase back to 9, but the big berm we put in shoot up a huge portion of our range. So we're at 850 right now, so if you like to shoot out the distance, definitely the range to come to. Obviously, our regular range is out to 400, so you can still get some long distance range on the regular range also.
Yeah, with steel targets down there too.
All steel targets.
And then the instructor range, how far does that reach out to?
It has a 500-yard distance, but we don't use it very often, so I deleted that and brought it back to 125 yards. So instructors could set up and shoot anywhere inside that and enjoy shooting and not have any problems or issues with shooting.
Right on. All right, and then what are all the different classes that you guys have coming through here right now?
We have pistol shotgun classes, we have precision rifle, we have everything. Don Edwards is coming back, so I'm assuming you're going to be back for his class. Hopefully, he said we would schedule something after, obviously, the COVID virus is gone, and then we could go from there. But definitely have a lot of instructors who come in. I enjoy the company, the camaraderie. For me, that's what it's all about. I like meeting different people. I meet different people every day, and they're all different shooters, from more advanced shooters to I've never shot a gun before and I need to get a pistol to defend myself. So we see a lot of stuff going on in here, and we try to help everybody out and teach them how to shoot, and hope they enjoy the facility.
All right, and then as far as social media and websites, where can they find you?
AriesTrainingFacility.com, Aries / Firearms / training on Instagram, and then Aries Training Facility or Aries Firearms Training on Facebook. You can also call me at 352-321-8102. That's our phone number, and we're located in Leesburg. We're on Google Maps and everything, so just type in Aries Training Facility, ARES.
All right, guys, be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching. First, we're at the pocket berms. Right there's where I shot the interview. This is an area where you can do shooting on the move with both pistol and rifle, independently of the people in the lanes next to you. It is for members only and should be reserved in advance. Right now they have 3, and they're going to be building more in the near future. Here we are looking at the pocket berms. As we pan over, we're at the main range with a long distance portion on the right side, and the rest of the range is for the 100-yard portion. Here we are at the left side of the main range on the 100-yard portion. You can see the large berm at the end with 2 stacks of tires. In between those 2 stacks of tires, there's a reduced size 12-inch steel silhouette target for you to shoot at. Now you can either bring your own target stands like I did, or you can borrow one of the ones that they have there for you. The nice thing is that here at Aries on the main range, you can set your target at any distance, and as long as you're in the standing position, you can see from this angle your rounds after they pass through the target are going to be impacting the dirt or the berm. So I was able to actually push my pistol shooting out further than I ever had before. I set it out to 15, then 25. Most places you can only shoot a pistol out to 25 yards, but then I pushed it out to 40 and then 50, and I was still making accurate hits. And I asked the RSO, hey, can I shoot the steel target down there at 100 yards? He said, yeah, as long as you're either hitting the target or the berm, you're fine. So I was able to make hits on a 12-inch steel silhouette target at 100 yards with my pistol, which I thought I could probably do, but I never had the opportunity to. Now, the other cool thing you can see is my weapon is pointed up while I'm doing a reload. So most places, they don't allow you to do that because they're afraid of you firing around over the berm, or that you're going to shoot the ceiling if it's an indoor range. Also, you can see I'm drawing from concealment. Now I'm doing transition drills. Asking the RSO and talking to Trae, all they want you to do is be safe. They don't require you to be former military or former law enforcement or SF or anything like that. They say as long as you're being safe, you're not a danger to yourself or the person next to you, you're fine. So this is a great opportunity for me also to throw on my battle belt. I even threw on my chest rig at one point and try out my gear live fire instead of just dry fire, hoping that if I ever needed it, that it would work. Here we are at the long distance portion of the main range. Now this is where they have steel targets set out at 200, 300, and 400 yards. I find it really nice that they have the targets out there for you already because number one, steel is expensive, and number two, whenever you do any sort of distance shooting, just setting up a target alone is time consuming. Now of course you can still bring your own targets, paper or steel, and set them out there at any distance. But the fact that they have them there is super convenient. I was able to just set down my stuff and load up my rifle and get down and start shooting. The other nice thing that you'll see is that I don't have to shoot from a bench. I'm shooting from the prone position right now, and then you can also do standing, and you can barricade yourself. You can even bring your own barricades. Like I said, all they care about is that you're being safe. Now we're at the long distance range. This is separate from the main range. This is where you can shoot out to 850 yards and it is for members only. The footage you're watching right now was taken from the DMR SPR class put on by Don Edwards of Greenline Tactical. Awesome dude, awesome class. Check him out, and he's going to be back at the Aries training facility in the near future, so be sure to train with Don. Also, I have an interview with him on my channel to get to know him.
The right side, that's all I did too.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit out there.
Yep. Can everybody see target 2? Silhouette.
Yep.
Same thing. Give me 1 hit, followed by 3. Start with you, Andrew. Give me 3. Nice.
So this is actually how I found out about the Aries training facility. Was I've been looking for ranges where I could shoot at extended distances, and it's really hard to find one. And then when you do find one, they're only going to allow you to shoot at extended distances certain days of the week, and they're very strict on the qualification. Of course, Aries still does have a qualification, but it's not nearly as strict as the other places I've found. So again, you can shoot out to 850 yards. The firing line that we're at is actually pretty far away from the boundaries of the property, and back behind us there's a large platform that you can go on to shoot from as well. Now this is an awesome thing about their training facility is they host instructors. So next we're going to be looking at the instructor range. Here we're at the back of the facility. You can see the pocket berms on the right side, the main range in front, and as we follow the road off to the left, we'll be at the instructor range. Now, Trae has the instructor range separate from the rest of the facility. He's real big on making sure that anyone who's teaching a class is not going to be interrupted. It's 125 yards in a big open field where you can fit plenty of students, do whatever you want, and there's already pieces of cover, barricades, benches set out there for them, as well as a platform where students and instructors can observe from. It's rented out on a daily rate, so if there's any instructors you've been wanting to train with, contact them and contact Aries and see if they'll host a class. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Check out Aries, like, comment, and subscribe.